What up, roomies? And we back with another episode of Binge Worthy. And, we have to take... I've been wanting to do this review for a long time, ever since the show came out. It was the live-action Last Airbender.
Not the M. Night Shyamalan one. That one should be
Netflix
buried.
one.
All copies of its existence on the internet should be erased.
For real. He should spend at least a year in jail for that movie.
At least.
But, other than that, Netflix. Do you guys think they did a good job? Comment below.
And like and subscribe.
And like and subscribe, because we're about to talk about it. First and foremost, the actor who played Aang.
That was a good casting.
That was a good casting. Actually, all of it was a good casting. I really enjoyed General Iroh.
That was a great casting.
I really enjoyed General Iroh.
The problem with doing any kind of animation to live action is that you have to act out a character that has been drawn, and because it's a cartoon or anime character, can do things that a human body cannot.
That
like
is true.
exist in 2 dimensions, or 3 dimensions. It's not feasible to expect the exact same kind of perfection that you have with an animated character, because they're not going to have human-like qualities.
True.
It's art.
True.
Humans are real. We are not art. We're not perfect. We're human.
Yeah.
We're literally not perfect. Those things are animated. They have far more attention to detail crafted into their production.
Yeah, of course.
That being said, I think the actors who were portrayed, they did a great job. The casting was very, very, very good. I liked that about this show.
Yeah, the casting was excellent. I feel that there were certain characters casted better than the others.
Yeah.
I really felt that the way they did certain changes to certain characters, it kind of like threw the spirit off from the animation version versus the live action. But yet again, if you're expecting a copy and paste version of Avatar: The Last Airbender, you're not gonna get that.
They changed some things.
They changed a bunch of things that you're gonna be like, but how about this or how about that? But why is this going like this? And why is this going like that? And just to let you know, it's not something that you should be like, oh, this shit is whack, but over it. Just give it an open mind and, let it keep playing. Because it's actually really good. For what it is, it's really good.
One Piece is not the exact same thing as the manga or the anime.
Yeah.
It's still very, very good and captures the heart of the anime and the manga.
No. The Last Airbender does capture the overall message and feeling of it.
I feel that it does a good job of that. I didn't want to,
but at the end of the day, there was also certain key elements that made you connect with Aang, or made you connect with Sora, or made you connect with Ahsoka. You know what I mean?
I feel like.
By the way, the actor who plays Sokka did an amazing job.
He did a good job.
He did an amazing job.
I also think that there are a couple of key elements of the series that were missing.
Yeah.
Having said that, I also agree that the show did a very good job of capturing the overall feeling of the cartoon. The cartoon.
And also the cast did an excellent job, especially General Iroh. That's my guy, bro. Even in the cartoon, that's still my guy. I guess because he's my favorite. What?
Uncle Iroh's your favorite?
Yeah, Uncle Iroh's my favorite.
Okay.
Feel me? Why not? He's out here chilling, just trying to drink tea, but he's a badass on the low.
No, he really is.
You feel me? And he'd be bagging the broads without trying.
Toph is probably my favorite, so I'm glad that Netflix greenlit 2nd and 3rd season. So we're going to see Toph next season. I'm very curious to see how they're going to portray her. If it's a live action, like, are they actually going to make her blind? They cast a small kid as Aang, so are they going to cast a small girl as Toph?
Like a small 12-year-old girl,
right? Like, how are we going to play this? So I'm just curious how that character is going to be portrayed. I hope they do a good job with that.
Yeah,
I feel like they did a good job. I wouldn't say it's as good as the original. I would not say that. I would say it's different from the original. And it's very, very, very good in its own way in retelling a very good story. Like, remember when you made me watch Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim was a retelling of the same story that, in the same way that the movie was a retelling of the same story, that the graphic novel was a retelling of the same story.
Yeah.
He retold the same story 3 times
In 3 different
formats.
In 3 different, yeah.
That's brilliant. So I feel like this is just a retelling of the same story in a different format, and I'm perfectly okay with that because it's entertaining and it's fun to watch.
That is true. So moving on from that, what did you like about it?
The darker elements, the more real elements of kids growing up in a 100-year war, right?
Okay.
In the cartoon, that emotional element is nerfed just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it's there, but like everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, like nobody's really suffering.
Right. This like, it's nerfed a teeny tiny bit, but like
You could tell.
there's not as much enjoyment. It's not sparkles and penguin sledding.
Yeah, that is true.
There's some suffering going on.
Yeah.
So that element of
Realism.
human despair is a little more present, and I feel like that might be apropos to our times that we live in, and we're seeing what kids are seeing right now, because this isn't really a kids show, but it is.
True.
I liked that. I felt that was pretty bold. That was a bold choice to go in.
True.
And you're seeing a lot of that because that's war.
Yeah, true.
And
I get that. What I really enjoyed was how can I say it? The overall, I enjoyed the fact that it wasn't Avatar: The Last Airbender.
What do you mean?
All right, so Avatar: The Last Airbender, there was a very, like you said, this one had a more mature feel to it, where you saw the despair, where you saw the outcry, where you saw people fighting for their freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Where in Avatar: The Last Airbender, it was there, but since it was in the perspective of a 112-year-old that was frozen for 100 years,
a 12-year-old boy.
So a 12-year-old boy. So it's like, and as the seasons progress, you see the more darker side as he grows.
Yes.
But yet again, the one thing I did also like that they're gonna be spacing this out where Aang is actually growing up a little bit, and it's not just of course of a year,
right?
As in the Last Airbender,
because
Avatar.
Because child actors grow up.
Yeah, exactly. But other than that, I really enjoyed the CG. The CGI was good.
The CGI wasn't bad.
The CGI was good, except for in the first episode. The first episode, they had too much blare. Much blare effect for me.
The first one, it wasn't good, but it got pretty.
It got better. They got the shit together.
By the last episode, it was good.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that they made it believable. That this could, like, a world like that, a universe like that could actually exist.
Yes.
And function as we see it. Even though if the CGI looked a little off, we could put our imagination is able to piece it together where we could see this actually happening.
Yes. The earthbending was the part I didn't like.
You don't like the firebending?
The firebending was done well. The airbending was done okay.
We didn't see much waterbending.
We didn't see much waterbending. I didn't like that as much.
Which I really didn't understand why we didn't, because on the way to the northern water tribe, they were training.
He was supposed to learn waterbending, and that's one of the big parts for me that I didn't like.
Wait,
Aang is supposed to learn waterbending.
Hold that thought until we got there.
Okay.
Hold that thought until we get there. What else did I enjoy? I enjoyed when it comes back to the CGI, I enjoyed how they designed Appa and Momo.
I actually really liked Zuko's actor. Zuko's actor might have been my favorite part of the whole show.
Yeah.
Zuko's actor,
he nailed it.
Killed it. If he could win an award for that, I think he should, because Zuko's actor was Zuko.
Yeah, he was.
I don't want to say he was better than fucking the voice actor.
Yeah.
But like, he was damn near like Heath Ledgered that shit.
Yeah, he definitely did Heath Ledger the shit out that motherfucker.
So like,
and what else did I like? I liked a lot of things. I liked my favorite episode though was probably the one with it's called The Mask or Mask.
Oh, where he goes in as the Blue Spirit?
Yeah, where he goes in as the
Yeah.
Blue Spirit. I think that was my favorite episode because
Yeah.
that kind of followed the animated version
So well.
so fucking well.
So good.
And how they were able to translate it was amazing because they didn't give it to you page for page, but the feel of it and the certain sceneries, you'll be like, all right, I already know where I'm at in the animated series, and I know how this is gonna play out. And the thing that I definitely enjoyed about that episode is that they didn't skip out on the acrobatics.
No.
And how they actually got out of the prison, because they could have skipped a lot of shit. They could have skipped the ladder thing.
They could have skipped it.
They could have skipped it, but they kept it in, and that was the most fire. That was fire for me, you know. And
They were so on point together.
And I also did enjoy the evolution of Zuko because you did see the growth in him throughout the season.
Yep.
So, and that was a big point of Avatar: The Last Airbender, is seeing how a good guy turns into a bad guy, because we already know that he's gonna. I mean, a bad guy turned into a good guy because we already seen that he's gonna be on Aang's team by season 3.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
depending on how they space out the episodes, because
Yeah.
clearly they've gone a little off track with like some of the developments, but they're staying on course for the destination.
yeah, like they're going book by book.
Right.
Yeah.
So book 2 will probably be the Earth Kingdom meeting Toph,
Yeah,
all that other jazz,
learning earthbending and all.
presumably waterbending, unless they're just like, oh, Aang learned waterbending in off screen and the end between season 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be horrible.
That would be a really bad decision, but like, I don't know.
All right, so moving forward, what didn't you like?
Obviously not the learning waterbending, because
Yeah.
throughout season 1, he's supposed to be learning waterbending from Katara. We saw Katara duel a waterbending master. We saw that. That was a thing that happened. When she got to the Northern Water Tribe, Katara had already been practicing, and Aang was supposed to have been practicing with her, and he's supposed to learn waterbending from the master. What's his name? Fucking Paimon?
Paiku?
No. That's the fucking firebending. It doesn't matter. He's supposed to learn waterbending from the master, but then the Fire Nation Navy shows up. But Katara has already had the duel because he's supposed to be like, yo, bitch, get in the kitchen.
Yeah, basically.
And she's just like, no, fucking square up. And he's just like, what? And then they have that duel where he wins, but it's close. And that happened in the live action.
Yeah.
That whole scene happened after Aang's just like, me and my friend want to learn. And he's just like, oh, where's your friend at? And Katara's like right there.
Yeah.
And then like they get into that argument.
Yeah.
Aang hasn't learned any waterbending. So they took all of that part out where Aang's just like, no, I don't want to learn any other bending. I just want to be an airbender. It's just like, wait, what?
Like, bro, like you got to get to it.
Like, yeah, what happened? Why did they make that whole scene? Why didn't they just be like, oh, Aang, do you want to waterbend? He's just like, yeah, sure, because that's what happens.
Yeah.
And then they just start doing waterbending.
That's true.
So now they're going to have to explain why he doesn't do waterbending either, when the entire time he was practicing waterbending. And Katara is canonically a waterbending master, or almost.
Almost.
She's like...
Getting up there. Because remember, she does become a student.
She becomes a master.
No, by the end of the series, she's already a master.
By the end of the series, she's a top master.
You know what's the crazy shit about it? Like, the animated version made her go from like a novice waterbender and with the span of a year become like
A bloodbender.
a fucking top rank waterbender, healer, and bloodbender.
Yeah, no, Katara's probably the best waterbender in the world.
Yeah.
Like, maybe with the exception of like Aang in the Avatar state. And
Nah, I think if it's just water versus water, Aang don't got it for her.
in the Avatar state, he beats her.
Oh yeah, but
The
that's a cheat code.
In the Avatar state is a cheat code. That's
Yeah.
literally that.
It's a cheat code.
Yeah, but like, Katara really beasts out, and we're seeing that.
Yeah.
And that's respectable because Katara is a beast.
Yeah.
And so she grows really, really fast, but we're not seeing Aang, who should have learned waterbending alongside of her.
That is true. And that's another thing I didn't like about Katara's character and how she was played. I feel like Katara's character was more soft-spoken than in the animated version. That's one thing I will say.
Yeah, I feel like that was writing, and I don't fully blame the actress.
No, I don't blame the actress at all. I'm just saying her character in general. I feel like
a little bit weaker minded.
Is a little weaker minded than it was in the animated version.
Because cartoon Katara is kind of a bossy ass bitch.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to the 13-year-old girl that was Katara, but like, she's bossy.
Yeah.
She bosses Sokka around. She bosses Aang around. She bosses Toph around because like she has to be responsible for everyone, and she's always like
because she's the rave mom.
Yeah. She's the.
That's what she is. Because she's the rave mom.
She's the rave mom. Yeah, it's a party, but she's making sure
everybody's okay.
Did you drink water?
Yup. When did he take those?
Yeah.
When did he take those? Okay, they're about to hit. Maybe we should go sit down for a little while.
No, that's Katara. But like this one was a little more like. I don't want to say girly. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Because Katara was girly in the animated one.
She was super girly, but she was
like bossy,
motherly, girly.
and she was like more like
this one
in
was
your
like,
face.
Yeah, like
she was more docile.
This one is like docile and like naive.
Yeah, when Katara wasn't the naive one.
Yeah, Katara's not the naive one. Aang is the naive one.
Yeah, and that's another thing I didn't like either. That even though Aang was the Avatar or whatever, like they took away like his innocence. You feel me? Like
Aang has unlimited innocence though. That's
no. What I mean by that is like in the animated version, they portrayed that he was still this innocent kid running away from being the Avatar. You feel me? It took all of book one for him to be like, all right, I am the Avatar now. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm stepping into the role of the Avatar.
Yeah.
You feel me? In the animated version. This version, it was more like, I'm the Avatar. Okay, let's go do this. But yet again, that's why I said it's not the animated version.
It's not. It's
not the animated version. And I get why they did it, but there's certain key elements that I felt that they could have, thrown the extra 5 minutes to throw in there.
Aang has character growth.
Yeah.
He does. But, like, he's also very conflicted on how he's supposed to do it because he's not trying to, like, kill everybody.
Yeah, that is true.
And then Kyoshi comes in and he's just like, why not?
Kyoshi. Now, when Kyoshi came in, bro.
That seems like a valid solution to all of your problems. Hey, see these firebenders? Kill them.
Exactly. Kyoshi's like, just erase them.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. They won't be missed. And Aang's just like, can't we find a better solution?
She's like, nope.
That's the solution.
This is the easiest way to do it.
It's just like, okay, Kyoshi, but like, I don't know about this.
I think I should speak to someone else.
And that's a valid, like, I don't want to say improvement, but that's like a valid plot, like.
No, I get where you're coming.
Sidebar where it's just like Kyoshi just shows up at her shrine. It's just like, I see you brought these firebenders to my island. I will handle this, but then you do the rest. You know what to do. So it's like, I'm not gonna do that, Kyoshi. Watch. And then like Kyoshi just shows up in the Avatar state. The firebender's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they really were like, what the fuck? That was a really good moment.
See?
That really was a really good moment.
She's just standing there with her fans just like, I see you didn't have an invitation. It's just like, all right, we're leaving. Like, nope, too late. Like,
yeah, she really was like, nah, Papo, come back over here.
So that's a very, very good, again, I can't say improvement because a similar thing happened in the cartoon, but like she was just there.
No, Kyoshi killed the role.
Yeah.
Kyoshi killed the role. She knew exactly what to do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, besides that, I really don't have anything else that I really didn't like about it. I really enjoyed it.
Was it entertaining?
It really was. It was really entertaining. It was well written. I will say that. It was well written. If you separate it from the source material, like let's say Avatar: The Last Airbender never existed and this just came out, we'll be like, ooh, this is very fucking interesting.
It would be nice. It
would be dope.
It would be I would love to watch it.
You feel me? But since we have the source material, we can't say the writing is good unless it's the original writing.
Comparing and contrasting all day long will just leave you miserable.
Yeah, exactly. So the writing was good, the casting was good. Other than that, I really can't complain except for the first episode when the
CGI was a little
blur.
bit funky.
Yeah. That's the only shit I could really complain about. But other than that,
They were filming it with water on the camera to make it realistic.
Because they didn't figure out the CGI yet for that. But
we're waterbending the camera lens.
But getting down to the main question, is it binge worthy?
It's 8 episodes. Each episode is like 45 minutes to an hour. If you want to take a weekend and watch the whole fucking thing, it's entertaining. You won't regret watching it. I would binge it, and I did.
I say the same thing. Binge worthy. And you heard it here first. On Second Floor Basement. Well, not for Avatar: The Last Airbender because it's been out for like a month already. But if you haven't seen it yet and you're watching this before you see it, go see it.
And then like and subscribe because we told you to.